Alright everybody, this is Martin here, back with the second match of my Legacy League with Tinpins Turbo Reanimator. So these were matches I played yesterday, so they're recorded after the fact. So I won the first match against Miracles, and here we are, round 2, in the blind with this. This is like both a yes and no kind of thing, right? 3 probes is very suspect to keep. Double fetch on Brainstorm is nice, and probe into Therapy is nice. I'm not sure. We keep it. Plains, Mother Runes, so likely Death and Taxes. Potentially Maverick. So Reanimate, yeah, it's not bad. It's not great. With them sitting on Caracas, they have no real creature for us to take, and it's the Imperial Taxes with the splashing red for Imperial Recruiter, Magus of the Moon, stuff like that. So then having Port and Wasteland is a bit of an issue because normally we would want to fetch out basic Swamp to Therapy, like if they had something in Therapy, and then they could port us. And then we would have to fetch a non-basic Swamp land that could then get wasted if we didn't win, but that's not too bad all in all. Here's a third land. I'm not hating the third land versus Death and Taxes. And here, I just want them to not play out the Caracas, truth be told. Revoker off the top for them. So if they have an inkling that we're on Reanimator, they'll enter something, but I think it's probably they may Mindset Island, which they do, because Fluid built in Probe. There are way more storm decks than this kind of stuff. They don't have enough of a belief in that, though, for them to attack with Bomb, which I like to. So that's totally fair. Dark Vision is nice. Now we just need Brainstorm to show us Intune. Guess we can probe again first. On the other hand, my Ponder's not bad. Brainstorm first. The Brainstorm shows a Shallow Grave. Top. So I guess we put back Therapy and top. Is that one right? No, Therapy and Probe, right? Because we don't care about the Probe. We'll play out the top. This top kind of lets us play around Port-ish. And find Mother Runes. And I think now they're sure we're at combos. I think they swing with them on too, yeah. Like Swamp into top. So this kind of setup is combo. We're getting low on life though, which is not great. And on our draw step, they tap the island. And I totally forget to activate top here, which I should have done. But we're shuffling away to Ponder. But like if we had found an Intune on top, we could have drawn that our top. We don't find the Intune here either, so we have to shuffle this. And just break, get a Therapy. Therapy lets us win through getting we draw our crystal land. And here I take a chance and cast Dark Ritual and using 1 mana to book the top. Because I'm really dreading dropping down to 6 on their next swing. But we brick. And then we just make it so we draw Ponder next turn. Just have to ship the turn. I mean, we could therapy them and take their Flaker Wisp, but I'd rather have therapy in case we find Griselbrand. Imperial Recruiter. Interesting choice. Like, I guess getting Thalia would be the lock for them, but that's not until next turn. They still think 100% that we're on Storm, by the way. So we drop down to 6. So it's kind of now or never. Fetch. Now we reveal that we're not Storm by fetching out the Tundra. We don't hit the Entomb. We shuffle, and then we hit the Griselbrand, which is awesome. So we have to go for it here. Dark Ritual, therapy ourselves. And Griselbrand, Shallow Grave. And I had the choice of leaving up a black or a white mana, white blue. And in the end, like, I really wanted to find like Children of Corliss, but maybe leaving out the black was, extremely speaking, more correct. I think we have to get a bit lucky here. We only get to draw once. Oops. But we find that this is huge, an absolute insane 7 cards we draw here. Considering the position we're in, we just get to play out Children, sack them, gain 7 life, draw 7 more, Shallow Grave or reanimate them up again, and then we just get to go nuts. Now we have to win with Tendrils here because we've used our draw steps, so we can't win with Emerald. So yeah, as you saw, I played out the Children, sacked them to gain the 7 life I've lost this turn. So we draw 7. And we've made our land drop. So what we do here is we play a Petal for a couple of Dark Rituals. And we reanimate, no, we Shallow Grave. We should use reanimate just to lose 1 more life. Plus we're not using reanimate or anything else. We gain 14 life. We draw 14 cards versus the Tendrils. And we win. We just looked just to see, but we knew their hand, come to think of it, from the Recruiter. So kill them with many Tendrils. Alright. Concede already. There we go. I guess I don't need to click through. This is a pre-recorded match. Anyway, so that was game 1. Let's. So like, sideboarding wise, I don't really do a lot here. I don't bring in the creature package. I think I brought in like a couple of Plowshares and the Serenity, but I ended up like feeling like not knowing at all what to cut. And like, I think we just want to go fast here. They can't interact reliably for a while. So this hand wins if we draw a land or a Petal. And I very foolhardily keep. I don't think I would have done this in retrospect. I should have done this in retrospect. I think I get duly punished. Yep. They just get to do their thing. As soon as Vile ticks up to 2, we're boned. And it does, because we just draw another blue cantrip. This is what also happens sometimes with this deck, but I guess in particular when the pilot is prone to keeping stupid hands, that it just craps all over itself, and you don't get to play Magic. Because now we have to assume they have a relevant 2-drop that they can just sit on with their Vile, like Containment Priest or Thalia or Canonist. I guess if it's Thalia, they bring it in now. Yeah, get it in with Mom. I definitely like attacking with Mom less in post-board games against combo because it's not unreasonable to assume that we have stuff to do, like removal. They bring in Revoker and they name Lotus Petal. which I guess kind of makes sense because I'm totally children of mana, but I think Griselbrand is probably the safe name. Because it depends on what they have in hand. They might have another Invoker. Probe. So I think we just basically probe them and concede here. Because they show us Thalia and Rest in Peace. So we're not beating Thalia from this point. So we concede. Easy does it. Quick game. On to game 3. On the play. Game 3. Didn't change anything for the sideboard. Basically just not boarding. Yeah. I think we keep this hand, do we? Yeah, I think we should do. Like we're a reanimate spell away from just winning, and we're soft to Wasteland, but we get to probe them and therapy them, or Thoughtseize them. And they also keep 7. So we probe. They have Wasteland, which is, we're not happy about that. But, and I guess Revoker is kind of relevant. Thankfully we draw another land. So we go island top. And they have found a mother. Okay. So we top on upkeep. And we find Reanimate. So Reanimate is obviously not that great because we lose like a draw 7 through Grand due to the life we pay. But I think we probably should do it here. Because we'll have like black mana floating from our Dark Ritual. So if we hit like Dark Ritual stuff off of the draw, then that's pretty neat. Also, we can therapy them. If I don't draw here, I just therapy out their Revoker. They still have like a plow. Not sure about that. So I guess they plow here, we draw. Not awesome, but I guess not terrible. We gain some life. But we are at a precarious point because of not having dealt them any damage, so Tendrils doesn't really work. I don't know why they're not wasting this. We used the wastelandable land to look here. And I think we just draw Brainstorm for our turn. And then ponder to shuffle. Maybe we want the Dark Ritual. Yeah. There's a Caracas, so now things are looking even more difficult. They tap out the... Oh yeah, they can just flicker it back in. Or they could flicker the Wasteland. Okay, so we are on the under pressure here. So we look with top and turn. Yeah. Not great. So like we have 2 reanimation spells. If we could somehow get like both Miracle and Griselbrand into the yard, that'd be pretty neat. They have nothing really. They have a port, which matters. So we brainstorm. Just find more of the same, which is kind of what this deck is also sometimes prone to. Put back Thoughtseize and Agorio's Vengeance. We ponder and shuffle. Shuffle gives us another ponder. That's not bad. What we do here, I think, is we go Dark Ritual Tendrils. No, okay. I guess we do that next turn. What? No. Well, there's an Entomb and there's a Petal, so we can draw the Petal now. Go for a Tendrils to bring us back up into a respectable life total. And that way, Entomb next turn for Griselbrand actually gets us to draw 7. Yeah, so we gain 14 life. Go up to 19, they drop down to 5. That's not bad. So the Recruiter on their turn for cannons, but they can't play it. We just hope that Karakas is going to be enough. And we know the Entomb is on top, so we go for that now. Alright, so the thing is here, if we ever go to attack, they will for sure bounce with Karakas, which means that likely, or maybe, it'll be hard for us to win with combat and Tendrils in our graveyard. So we will either have to win through combat or get Emrakul into our yard, shuffle Tendrils back in and draw it. So we draw 7 and they just let it happen. They don't return. Okay, so we drew Dark Ritual, which was good. We didn't draw an Entomb, which was not so good. Draw 7 more. Well, we didn't draw an Entomb, we drew a Petal and Children of Corliss. So that's pretty great. So we play out the children. Oh, we hadn't made our land drop. So we sack children. Or actually now, we move to combat. Okay. And I think actually that was a bit premature. We could have done it another way around and then have gotten Emrakul, but yeah, okay. This way ends up being way more degenerate. So they return. So with this on the stack, we basically draw the rest of our library. I can theoretically do it like as many times as we want. Because we sack to gain the 14 life. We draw 14 cards. Then we cast Dark Ritual and another Dark Ritual. And we cast Shallow Grave, getting back the children. And we sack the children to gain 21 life. Or sorry, 28 life. And there's Emrakul. No, actually, I think we... Oh yeah, no, we Entomb for Emrakul. Sorry, that's what we did to shuffle. And then we just draw some more. And now we have like... We still haven't found Tendrils. But we'll find it there. And I even mess up a bit here and forget that I'm in combat steps, so the mana doesn't like remain. So I cast another ritual. But luckily I don't just blast out all my rituals. And we get to kill them in the second main phase with Tendrils for a lot. So that was definitely one of the most fun things I've ever tried to do, like doing all the Children of Corliss stuff at instant speed with Karakas ability on the stack. And yeah, we're 2 up, 2-0. I think Death and Taxes, I play Death and Taxes quite a bit in paper. I don't want to face this fast of a combo deck. Like, regular Reanimator is fine, but this Belchard stuff, it's like one turn too fast. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.